Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the two rarest vehicles in the game, the AE Phase 1 and the Lorraine 50-ton. Both of these tanks have the smallest drop chances out of every vehicle in the game to get your hands on. The Lorraine has a 0.02% drop chance in the current lottery ball containers. As we can take a look in the store and we take a look at what's inside, you'll see that there are these diamond lottery balls. And these lottery balls have a 0.02% drop chance. Yes sirree, Bob, getting your hands on this vehicle is that slim. And the AE Phase 1 is available every month inside of the operation containers if you make it to the end of the battle pass and pay for it. And it's a 0.05% drop chance for the AE Phase 1. So it really doesn't matter what you do. There is no way to really get your hands on these tanks. I mean, you can open 1,000 lottery balls, and you'll still probably not get the Lorraine 50-ton. In fact, I have a friend who's kind of insane who spent about $1,000 on lottery balls and got one diamond ball, and it wasn't the one that contained the vehicle. So, in other words, a waste of money. Well, spending $1,000 on this game in general is an absolute waste of money, but it's an even bigger waste when you don't get anything out of it. And that is the case of the Lorraine 50-ton. And to be honest, this tank's not even that good. It's okay. I mean, it's got a solid gun if it hits its shots. Its mobility's alright. I mean, I don't hate the tank, but I'll tell you this, I don't love it either. It's one of those vehicles that is so team dependent because it has 0 hull armor, and it only has a decent turret. And while the gun does have some DPM and pretty good, values, the problem is its on-movement dispersion is actually tragic. Like, to the point where you're going to miss a lot of easy shots. So that part of the vehicle is a little disappointing. You can see an enemy BZ-75 spotted, and he's not looking at me yet. I'm just going to wait for him to shoot at my teammate. We're going to activate our tungsten, and oh, he didn't shoot at my teammate. I thought he did. Well, we still got a pendant to the BZ, so that's good. Not too bad at all. Our teammate is doing whatever the heck he's doing over there. Oh, crazy. What do they have camping in the back? I don't know. It was a heat shell. Probably a leopard PTA. I don't know. I don't really know how I'm supposed to deal with that anyway, to be honest. Got the BZ on the flank. Can't do anything to the BZ as of yet. Got the 100 in front, and there you go. Nice 391 into the 100. I mean, the alpha's nice. 380 is kind of a nice combination of alpha, and it gives you a decent DPM to work with, which I personally kind of like. The BZ still on the side there. Big threat, so I'm going to chill here for now. We got the 7.52. It wasn't a Mil 2 that shot me that was camping. Interesting. Alright, let's just aim it on the E100, and I'm not allowing him to shoot me. As much as I love getting out damage, I'm not trading a 400 shot for a much, much higher. So, we're just going to back up when I see a situation like that unfolding. Got the E100 in front. There you go. Nice 340 shot. This tank has good DPM, and not only that, it has pretty good pen. Nice, and as I said, its turret armor is decent as well. There you go, another nice shot into the E100 turret. I mean, this is where you kind of want to drive this vehicle in a situation like this where you can aim it on your opponents, you can stay hull down, and they're not going to pen through you. We're doing pretty good here. Now, this 113 has more armor than me, so he definitely needs to take the shot if he can. There you go, another nice shell into the E100. We got a couple shells left. I'm going to back up. Again, I'm letting this 113 take the shot for me. Oh, man. Alright, let's just poke the 100, get a nice clearing shell out. And we're doing pretty good so far. I mean, got the 7.52 in front, and I'm going to aim in a heat shell. Nice clear for 214. And that brings us to an Emil 2, a leopard PTA who's on the side over here. So let's aim it on that leopard, and there you go, 440. Not too bad. The STB is still alive as well, but not that big of a threat. I mean, at this point we've done pretty good damage, to be honest, and I still have my tungsten active, so I'd like to be able to get another shell out. There you go, 475, although I guess it didn't even matter. Nice, we get a bounce there. Let's see, the Emil is... what is he going to do? I'm not really sure what bro's doing. He's just killing himself. I see. Great play, Emil. Sometimes I don't know what people are doing, and I don't think they know what they're doing. But, I mean, you can kind of see where the Lorraine does have a pretty solid capability. I mean, the gun, it's nothing crazy, as I said, but it's decent. This 113 needs to stop getting in my way, though, bro. Alright, well, at this point, all that's left is the STB, and we're going to aim in. Let's see if we can get a shell. There you go. Pretty bad roll, only 324, but I did pen him. That's really all that matters. And, well, we might have been able to get the shell out, but 752 is able to clear him. But I can't get too mad. The Lorraine, as I said, like, if you play it properly, it's really good. We played hull down there. We had a teammate that helped us. We blocked 1,400 damage, we aced it, and we did 3,800. So a pretty good result. The tank is alright. I mean, it's got decent heat pen at 360. It's got okay accuracy. The problem, as I said, is that it's got really bad aiming time at 4 seconds, and it's also got really, really bad on movement dispersion for only 380 damage per shot. But DPM-wise, it's pretty solid. 2,400 is good for a tier 9. Overall, it's a decent tank. Just wish it had a little bit more hull armor, kind of like the AMX M4. Then we have the AE Phase 1. Now, the AE features a much better gun in terms of pen, 373 mils. The vehicle also features a better overall armor profile. I mean, you do have a weak lower plate, but the upper plate and turret is quite strong. It does have a hatch, though, and a rather weak hatch at that. If people don't support you, this tank definitely falls apart pretty quickly. We are going to... I don't know where we're going to go, actually. I mean, our team looks like they're going to go town. General rule of thumb is you want to stick with your teammates, because if you don't, the chance of you winning and surviving is going to fall quite a bit. So we are going to stick with our teammates here, and we're going to push mid. We'll see how that works out. What do we have? Kampfpanzer 252. What do they have? 752. Jagdtiger. I mean, they got some strong vehicles, so we'll play a little bit more passive this game. Usually reading a lineup doesn't give you too much information, apart from what tank destroyers they have and how aggressive you're able to play. Like, seeing that they have a bunch of heavies and stuff isn't going to change too much in terms of actual gameplay. It's just gonna give you information on whether you want to play frontline or midline or something like that. So as you can see, starting off this game, we've done a decent job, bro. Really? Already hatched? Wow. Great example of, again, the hatch on this vehicle. Like, you wouldn't think that you would get hit there, but... Yep, welcome to the AE Phase 1. Alright, well, let's reload. We got 2 seconds left, and here we go. Got the Cobra, got the 752. Nice, you got a shell out. I'm going to make sure this time that the 752 does not have a shot on my hatch. Let's keep that adrenaline going, and let's poke it. Let's see, we got the Cobra. There you go, 374. DPM-wise, this tank's pretty good. But what I really like about it is that it's just quite a solid gun in general. I mean, it's decently accurate. DPM-wise, it's good. There's no real bad things about the gun that the AE has. And that's really good, because when your tank doesn't have downsides, in general, it's just a really, really strong vehicle. So we get a nice shell into the Progetto. We're going to back up before the 752 is the shot on me. We have the Tortoise here as well, which is obviously quite nice. So we're going to aim it on the 752. Unfortunately, the shell goes just a tad bit low and is not able to cut through. All right, well, let's see if we can help out the Progetto here and push the T92E1. I think that sounds pretty free to me. So I'm just going to drive over. And let's see what we can do. Well, we actually have the 752 in front, and the 752 is definitely a bigger threat than the T92, so I'll take that free damage there. The 92, most likely going to try and run. That's what I do. This is a waste of my time, though, to be honest. I'm just going to ignore that 92. I'm going to focus vehicles like the Luva and the Cobra at this point. Everybody else is a one-shot anyway, so let's make our way over here, and full speed ahead. Not really sure what this Tortoise is scared of. You're in a tier 9 match with 8 billion DPM and you're scared of like one tank, bro. Alright, well, we get one shell out. Not bad. We do get penned by Luva as well, but he absolutely deletes himself for that, so I hope it was worth. 752 still sitting there. We get the shell out. Not bad. And the 752's dead as well. So, at this point, all that's left is the Cobra. And he shoots me. Out of all the tanks you had the opportunity to shoot, you shot me. Well, doesn't really matter now, does it? Because you're still going to die. And there you go. That's a win. We did all right. We did just shy of 3,000. That's why I poked there, just hoping we could get the clear. I can't really say there's much more we could have done in that game, though. I think we played it pretty well. The AE Phase 1 is kind of similar to the Lorraine in the fact that its gun is kind of derpy. But thankfully, because it has more pen and it has better armor in general, it's just an easier tank to drive. So, not bad. Not a bad result at all. Either way, these are the two rarest tanks in the game. And honestly, don't be too bummed if you don't get them. Because the AE Phase 1 is literally just a mediocre tank. I mean, you can drive an M103 and you'll get more penetration, basically the same DPM, and similar armor, to be completely real. And the Lorraine 50-ton, I just don't really think it's that fantastic of a tank. I mean, I do alright in it with 3,000 average, but the win rate is dookie balls. 63%. It's because the tank has no armor. You can't do anything when somebody rushes you, and that's the problem with this vehicle. You think of like a Concept 1B, but you're twice the height, and your hull is like 20 mils thick. It's pretty bad in that regard. I'd much rather just drive a medium tank or a full-fledged heavy, rather than an in-between that doesn't do either very well. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video and you'd like to see more like it, I'll see you. Bye-bye.